Hey, what's up everyone? It's time for me to review more Johnny Test. This time I'm going to be reviewing some good episodes. Before we get any further though, please subscribe to my channel. It'll really help me out. I would really appreciate it. Anywho, I'm going to be talking about Johnny Longlegs / Johnny Test Space Review. It's in outer space, but so the text is I guess didn't fit all that on there or something. I don't know. Either that or I speak into it, so I don't have to type it. Maybe he didn't put it in there right. I'm not sure. But yes, we're gonna be reviewing these two episodes. Because I couldn't, because both of them are really good, and I figured I'll review both of them. Now I was gonna just do the outer space one, but then I decided to do both of them. But then I was watching Longleg, and I'm like, maybe I should just done the other one. But I'm like, I was already watching most of the episode of Johnny Longlegs anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anywho, let's talk about these episodes. Johnny Longlegs is an episode about Johnny getting mutated into a spider. Basically, the plot with this episode is that Johnny is supposed to test out, how good his forearms and two arms can be. But like I said, the catch is that he's slowly turning into a spider because he's got DNA with a spider. And I gotta say there's quite a bit of nice moments in this episode, like Johnny playing dodgeball. Even though that doesn't last very long, it's still nice to see him throwing dodgeballs at Bumper and his bully friends who bully Johnny all the time, and then we get to see Johnny fight Bumper. It's pretty nice. It's all pretty nice. I like that. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I do think this episode's pretty good. There's not really anything bad about it. I especially like Johnny's mom. I keep calling her Timmy's mom. I don't know why. Maybe because this show is similar to the Fairly Odd Parents in a way, where they repeat gags. They have a villain, Dark Vegan, which is the next episode I'm going to be reviewing, which is a knockoff of Dark Laser from the Fairly Odd Parents. I don't know though, but yeah, this episode's really good. But I do like it when I, like I said, I was gonna say I like it when Johnny's mom is beating up this snake of Dookie and the spider. It's pretty funny. Like I like how Dookie's like, oh crud. It's pretty funny. There's a lot of great moments here. I really do like it. I think this one deserves to be 120 points. That's right, 120 points. This one is pretty good. I really like this episode. I think it's really enjoyable to watch. I like how they have a little twist on it, that Johnny not only has four arms, but they make it where he slowly mutates into a spider. It's pretty nice. But I do like it. I think it's pretty good. And there's not really much else to really say about it. Compared to the next episode, there's not really a lot to say about this episode. It's just really good. Now I will have to say on my family video, review. If you guys want to check out my family video review on the family video stores, you can check that out. But I used the wrong sound effect clip for the that. I meant to use the one I used here for the points. For the point scores, but I used the wrong one, but that's okay. Just so you know, 100 points and 120 will always have the same sound effect. I'll let you guys know if I ever want to change it, but I think it's going to stay like this. But yeah, this episode's pretty good though. I really do like it, and I think anyone who's not a fan of Johnny Test, this episode is not too bad. I do like it. I think a lot of kids will enjoy this episode. I think it's really good. Now let's talk about the next episode, episode B, which is Johnny Test in Outer Space review. This episode's pretty good too. I really like it. It's also getting 120 points. That's right. It's getting 100 and 120 points. Sorry, I'm not used to playing the clip twice and back to back like that. But yeah, this episode is definitely really good too. I really like it. Even though Dark Vegan is clearly a bad guy because it's supposed to reference Darth Vader from from Star Wars, I still think he's a great character, and they do put a twist on him. They instead of giving him a Death Star or Death Ball like Dark Laser, they actually give him a daughter, and they also which I'll talk about the daughter in a second, but also they also give him a ship to suck the water out and stuff. And this might be the first Johnny Test episode that talks about death or something. Not necessarily in people. Well, I guess there's the Johnny Test and the Zombie Tea Party episode, so I guess there's that. But basically, there's actually planets that had life on them that were actually destroyed by Dark Vegan. So there's actually people that I think actually died because of Dark Vegan. So this is the first villain on the show that actually has taken out lives. Maybe. Or maybe those people moved to a different planet. I don't know. That's the thing, though. There's only probably so many escape pods and stuff, so I doubt all the people got to escape those planets. They don't really talk about the death, because it's a kid's cartoon, of course, but even though other kids' cartoons had, like Teen Titans had Slade die and stuff, like melting in lava and all that. But I still find it interesting. He's actually the only villain who actually, I think he's the only villain on the show that actually wants to go out and actually kill people by destroying people's planets, which is really interesting. Now the thing that's kind of pathetic about him, though, is after a couple episodes, he's kind of not really a threat anymore. He's kind of just there as a joke. They kind of just... I know they want to make him different than Darth Vader, but I'm like, he's just a guy who's obsessed with... He exists in the episode as gags and less of a villain, which kind of sucks. There is the villain. There is the one where the Reptile Slicer returns. Basically, Dark Laser is Dark Vegan, I meant to say, is a threat in that episode. But after that, he's just used as a joke, and it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather see him more as a threat than That's why this show is not as good as like others, because I feel like the villains, although they make the episodes really good a lot of the times when the show focuses on them, it's just the villains just feel like a joke. They don't feel threatening. I kind of wish there was a villain that was threatening, But I do gotta admit, I love Dark Vegan's daughter, Julian. Julian is actually a really interesting character. And here's the thing with Julian. I think she has a crush on Johnny. They point that out a lot throughout the show. She's got a crush on Johnny because like in the second episode where Dark Vegan returns, I think it's actually in the same season as this episode is. But basically what happens is they're on the ship and Julian, she's like flirting with Johnny and saying like, if you were 16, you're so brave, Johnny. If you were 16, I would totally kiss you. Meaning that Julian has a crush on Johnny. She's got a crush on Johnny. And that's not the only time they point that out. They also have the Slumber Party episode, which is a total knockoff of the Cat in the Hat, which Dr. Seuss book. But basically they have Julian getting lipstick all over Johnny, pointing out that she has a crush on Johnny. And then there's another episode where she also appears in where she wants to buy a box of cookies. She wants to buy a box of cookies because she likes Johnny. So there's quite a bit of moments in this show that point out that Julian has a crush on Johnny. I think out of all the girlfriends, even Janet from the first season, who again disappeared out of nowhere, she just disappeared. I still think that that unlike Janet and Sissy, I think Julian would be a better girlfriend for Johnny. I may make a video about that in the future, where I can talk about that. And I might do the same thing with Mario in the future too. I'll do a show with multiple love interest. That'd be a great video. Do some of those maybe. I don't know. But I really do like Julian. She's a nice character. I like her. I really do. She's interesting. She's more at Johnny's level. Only she's like 16 while Johnny's like 11. But I really do enjoy her character. I like her character. I really do. I think she's really interesting and I think she's a good character. It's too bad we haven't seen her in the reboot yet, though. Because I think it'd be nice to see her in the reboot, too. But we haven't seen her yet. And I've seen both, Season 1 and 2. I've seen Dark Vegan, but not Julian. But I don't know, though. I don't know, but this episode's pretty good, though. I really like it. Apparently, the Mr. Black and Mr. White appear in this episode too, because they're part of the government and the general and them get fired by the president because the president's an asshole who thinks that they're listening to kids and stuff. And I mean, to be fair, well, he says teenagers, but to be fair here, that like if your planet's being invaded by aliens, you might want to listen to them. That's what's so stupid. Like, I think it's just stupid that they do that. Like, I don't feel like that was necessary in the episode to have the president, fire them and stuff. I feel like it didn't create much of a plot. It was just, I mean, I liked how they got Mr. Black, Mr. White, and the general all got thrown out the window. But still, I don't think it was really necessary to put that in. I think the president just existed just to do that, and I don't know though. I think it was pointless. But at the end of the day, they use abandoned ships, and they use abandoned ships that crashed on Earth a long time ago, and they go and they blow. Thanks to Julian, they defeat her father and blow up the ship. I'm not sure if I'm not sure though if you know Johnny well, I mean if Julian's dad actually knew that she was helping him or not, but yeah, I do really like I do like this episode. I really do, and yeah, again, I do think Dark Vegan as a character kind of sucks that they turned him into a joke towards the end of the series, but I think he had some good episodes that were funny, like. But I do, like I said, I do think they are just. I do think that they did turn him into a joke, and I don't like that. And I mean, there is an episode too where he tries to blow up a meat planet, but I think it's just stupid because he tries to blow it up because of toast. Like a grown man or a grown person in general blowing up a freaking planet of meat because it can't make toast. It's so stupid. It's weak. But otherwise, this episode here, I do think they do introduce this character pretty well here. I just wish, again, he wasn't a joke. Anywho, I think that's about it for this review here. Tell me what you guys think of these two episodes in the comments below. And hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for if you guys want to be notified for future videos. Because I don't just do Johnny Test. I do Blue Sky. Well, I do movie reviews in general, and I do a lot of other stuff too. So if you guys are interested in that, then please support my channel. I will really appreciate it. I'm hoping to get to 100 subs soon. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose. Out.